Hey, what's up? It's Nico. I often get asked how I write my emails. So there are a million of ways how I write my emails. Like I write them from scratch. I use AI. I hire a friend because I cannot write every day. But I want to share with you one way that you can use for yourself because actually CC can write most of your emails if you take the time and create a framework. So what I have on my canvas right here is I have 3 emails from my inbox, and these emails are emails written by Frank, and it's Frank Kern. I'm subscribed to his offers, so I get a lot of emails from him. I can learn from them, and I can use these emails as sample data. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to create a framework that writes emails like Frank would do. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is delete these headlines. And if you have absolutely no idea what I'm doing right now, you should pause the video and check out the framework section at www.closerscopy.com. Oh my God, I can't type. Help, and then you go to frameworks and then customize. And once you're back, let's get started. So this is the subject line. We have to label it subject line. And this is the email body. Okay, so this is the first sample. And after the first sample, we need to introduce the stop sequence. The formatting doesn't really matter, but I will turn it into paragraphs. It's not working. There we go. Okay, so this is the next subject line, and this is the next email body. Again, stop sequence. Oh no, this is what's it called? It's like heading 3. Markup. It's called markup. So the markup feature makes it hard to write instructions for me, apparently. Okay, so again, I have this subject line and I have this email body. And that's about it for the instruction. We just have to do one more thing, and that is go to the end, add one more stop sequence, add one more subject line, add input 1. Again, you will know what this is if you watch the tutorials at closerscopy.com/help. And one more email body. Okay, that's about it. That's about all we need to do for the instruction, at least for our first try. If it doesn't work, we will have to make some adjustments, but let's try. So I'm going to copy it and go to frameworks, create a new framework, and name the framework, I don't know, maybe emails like Frank. Put it in a category. I have a category called CC emails. There are a few other frameworks I use to write my emails, but let's put it in there. For the creativity, I leave it at 73. If it works, I just leave it there. I don't think about it. But if it doesn't work, I may lower it to like 50 or even 30 and then see if it changes. But most of the time, I'm good with the default. For the length, you should not just type like 3000 here, because the higher the number, the longer the generation of the framework will be. So think about it for a second. How long should your output be? I know for this one, it's around 1,000 characters. And I can show you in a second how I came up with this. And for the instruction, I just paste it here, what we just prepared on the canvas. And for the example, I'm going to write something like, I don't know, how to master copywriting using artificial intelligence, because basically that's my pitch, right? Okay, so let's save it. And there we have it. emails like Frank. That's good. So how did I came up with this 1000 characters? If you look at one of these emails, like the last one, for example, and you highlight it, so it's 2000 characters and it's pretty long. Let's see the next one. That's like 800. And this one is like 1000. So yeah, if you like the length of this one, then go for 1000. If you like the length of this one, then go for 2000. And yeah, I leave it here for a second. Maybe we need to make some tweaks if this doesn't work, but let's test it out. Use the example, how to master copywriting using artificial intelligence. Okay. All right, so that's the first generation. It's pretty short, but let's move on. Okay, so it might be the style of Frank Kern's emails. I can see that a little bit at least, but it's not selling my product. It says something about AI, but oh, I like this one. Not available in stores yet. You probably need to change this, but it's like having a superhumanly talented writer at your fingertips. I will save this for later. Okay, so maybe we need to tweak the subject line. Maybe we need to tweak the settings. And maybe we can tweak the instruction. So I probably will do all three. But the first thing I'm going to do is I will tweak the instruction. So let's give AI some hints what this email is about. So let's add a label called topic. And I have to read these emails one more time to understand what Frank is doing here. Okay, so this is about social media posts to get leads. Let's go to the next one. Topic. Okay, it's kind of the same because this is probably from the same campaign, but we should not use the same topic here again. So we have to trick AI a little bit. Even though it would be the same topic, I don't repeat this word by word because AI will get confused. Let's say it will get confused. So make money using social media posts. AI will connect this make money to this number here. So it makes sense. And the last one, again, topic. Oh, I think it's a training. I didn't read the whole email, but I think it's a training about how to make great offers or winning offers. By the way, if you don't know Frank, who Frank is, go check out his stuff. You can learn a lot from him. And yeah, we have to go back to our ending here and add the topic as well. And this would be the input 2. Let's copy paste this. Go back, edit the framework, paste it in. Oh, something went wrong. Let me try again. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, the example for input 2 would be copywriting software. Topics, no, topic. Let's check the labels. They have to be consistent. You really need to be careful with this. Okay, so let's try. It's about trying. But you know, once we build this framework and it works, we will have a framework that writes all our emails. So it's really worth the time to build these frameworks. Okay, just real quick, what we did with this topic label over here, we gave AI one more data point to look at to understand what we want. So let's look at the generations. Hey Nico, this is the most exciting thing I've ever seen in my life. It's the first time in history where copywriters are going to be able to create the most effective ads they could ever dream of. Seriously. You see, the software makes you think like a human being when it comes to copywriting. So yeah, wow, in fact, it's the same technology that makes artificial intelligence the fastest and smartest machine we've ever built. It's like getting an AI copywriter for $5 a month. Huh. Wow. I like this email. I will probably edit I have to replace this, Frank. It's called closest copy, not abstraction. And it's not $2 a month. But I like this email. I would send it out. Okay, so the next one. So you can see that these emails are more relevant now, and don't get confused about this weird looking formatting. There might be some really great gems in here, even though it looks a little bit weird. So yeah, by introducing this topic label, we were able to tell AI what we are looking after. So it is on point. The first generation was pretty good. The second one is pretty hard to read, but there might be some gems in here as well. Let's see the last one. Hey Nico, there's one thing that makes me crazy. A new piece of copywriting software is coming out. Yeah, it's on topic as well, but I don't know if just not hype and just not some dumb software. It's a serious. Yeah, it's not really selling anything here, I guess, but it's pretty good for the first try. So what we can do is we can change the subject line, we can change the topic, we can change the creativity. I will play around with this myself just because I want to see if I can find better inputs for me. But let's see if this framework is also usable to write something else. Maybe something like how to build Lightspeed websites or landing pages with ClickFunnels. And the topic would be landing pages. Let's see if Frank would be able to write about this. All right, here we go. So I have a typo here. There's a missing T, but let's see if AI could forgive me and write about it. Well, that's a very good sales pitch for ClickFunnels. But it's not really like the Frank Kern style I'm after. It's more like a general, I don't know. It doesn't click with me, but it's a good sales pitch, right? This one is good. Yeah. This one is pretty good. So I like the second generation already. And I think this framework is actually pretty powerful. So you just saw me building a framework that I will use to write my emails, at least the first draft. And if I ever get tired of this writing style, I can just get some new sample data from a copywriter I like, or even from my own emails, like using my own emails as sample data to create my new emails. So you can see the power of Closer's Copy really is in the frameworks. And if you don't create your own frameworks, you're truly missing out, because Closer's Copy is the only platform that allows you to do stuff like this. You cannot do this with any GPT-3 tools. It's just not, it's just against their restrictions and limitations and stuff. So, guys, create your own frameworks and send a lot of emails. And, you can do the same with ads, sales pages, whatever it is for you. Just create a framework and you're good.